In front of me, I've got $50 face value in silver dimes, Roosevelt dimes. So that means we have 500 Roosevelt dimes that I'm going to hunt through to see if I can fill up 1, 2, or 3 of these Silver Roosevelt Dime albums. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to my channel. I recently purchased 3 Roosevelt Dime albums from 1946 to 1964 with the sole purpose of taking some of the junk silver dimes I recently purchased, $50 face value worth, to see if I can fill up a book or two. I do have, if I need it, my box of dimes that I sell for the rolls of dimes on my website, so I will definitely continue to go through these if we are close to filling up any of these books and we just need a little bit of help. I have that here as well. The mission is to see how far $50 face value in Roosevelt dimes can get us for a book or two. And then if it gets us close to another book, then of course we'll delve into that like I've already mentioned. Now that you know the mission, let me go ahead and move the books aside. We'll dump out both bags and begin the sort. I'll be back in a second with the bags being dumped out. And there you go. That is a lot of Silver Roosevelt dimes. Hopefully we don't have any clad ones sneaking in here like sometimes I get when I buy Silver Roosevelt dimes. But I've got the fun task now of separating them from the years instead of just decades. Let me go ahead and start doing that because that's going to take a while and I'll save you guys the headache. I'm just going to put them out by year and then I'll sort them by mint after I have them by year. I'll be back once I've got that done. Unless, of course, I run into a Barber or Merc dime that found its way into the lot. All right, I have got them sorted by year. Obviously heavy on the 64s, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58s are a little bit light, 57, 56, 55's light, of course, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49's a little bit light, 48, 47, and 46, and actually quite a few first and second year Roosevelt dimes to go along with a tall stack of 52, 57s, and of course the later years. The good news is we have at least a few dimes from every year. I think the 55 and 58s only have about 4 or 5, maybe 6 dimes, so it'd be tough to see if we have the mints for those years. We'll have to see. Either way, that's a pretty good mix. I thought I'd see more 60s, surprised at the number of oldies, but that's good because we're trying to fill books. Next step is to grab all the 46s, lay them out, and then take a look at the P, D, and S and take the best ones in order, ascending order, or I guess descending from best to worst, and then we'll plug them in the book to go ahead and get a start. Now, I'm going to do the 40s, 46, 47, 48, and 49, plug them in the books, and then I'll bring you back for a quick look at how we look after those 4 years. All right, I figured I would just do the first 5 years, 46 through 1950. All the extras are going to be in the rolls. I've been needing to sort the dimes, not just from the junk silver, but I need to do these as well. And so when I finish this project, if I don't include any of these, I'm still going to sort them and fill up the rolls. Be nice to have them sorted. And of course, all the 64s, since there'll be a ton, I'll just put in bags. That being said, we at least have one full set so far, 46 PDS, 47 PDS, 48 PDS, 49 PDS, and 50 PD and S. So we definitely only have a few S mints up here for some of the years, but a pretty good start. And I sorted them by the best ones on top, followed by the second set and the third set. And there are some nice dimes in here, but of course, they're circulated as well. Pretty good start to the hunt, and I will get these plugged into the books next. I'll give you a look at the books at the end. I've decided to just do 5 years at a time. So we'll be doing 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55, and I'll do the exact same layout, and then I'll give you guys a look at the books at the end. That way it's more fun seeing it all put together. Well, we finished the next 5 years, 1951 through 1955. We almost had it. Well, we had them all for the first set. For the second set, we need a 54S and a 55P. And for the third set, we need a 51S. And then, of course, a 54S, 55P, 55D, and 55S. Didn't have very many to pick from the 55 year, only 5 in total. So let me get these plugged in. And then after I do that, I'll bring you back in when I have the 56 through 1960 years done, just like this. We've now completed 1956 through 1960. Obviously, there's no San Francisco mints in those years, so we have the P and D for all the years to complete 2 more sets, but we didn't have an extra third 1958 Philly. I'll tell you, I had to double check that 1960 Philly against mine because it's beautiful, and this one looks shiny, but it might have been cleaned. Either way, we'll plug them into the book, and then I'll move on to the last 4 years, 61 through 64, and then I'll give you a look at the book, and we'll decide at that point, should we delve into this to fill any other spots that might be missing from some of the books. All right, the final update on the bag, and this is the 64 P&Ds in the bag. Everything else I have in rolls. I just didn't feel like rolling them up because I know I have a lot of 64 P&Ds in here, so it would take a lot of tubes. These are the 1961 P&Ds. We got them all, 62, 63, and 64. And because the books require an obverse and a reverse silver dime, I went ahead and grabbed 3 1964 Phillies for the obverse and 3 1964 Denvers for the reverses. Now that I've got them all done, I've got to plug these into the books. Once I get into the books, I'll show you what we've got, how many full sets or partial sets we have, and then we'll make a decision on maybe running through those and getting them sorted anyway, and possibly finding a couple more to fill another book or two. I'll be back once I have them in the book. We'll give you a look at the books. All right, we are completely done with the $50 face bag silver dime search and hunt and fill. I will say in advance, we do have a complete album. The very first album is completed. I got those obverse and reverse dimes plugged in, and we have every single year. And I'm sorry for the yellowing. These are blue books, and they do that, but they definitely are really nice dimes. We got some toners. We got some blast white ones. We've got some ones with some crazy toning, and overall, nice looking ones. And these were the best of every year in mint from that bag. Complete book. Book number 1 is done. As far as the second book goes, we are missing only a handful. We're missing 5 in this book, a 46S, 48S, 49S, 54S, and 55P. These were the second best dimes from every year in mint, and the second book needs 5 more to be completed. All right, and then the final book is missing 9, I believe, 46S, 48S, 49S, 51S, 54S, 55P, 55D, 55S, and 58P. All of the more lower minted ones, especially the San Francisco ones, were missing from this book. So, in total, we got 1 complete collection from the hunt, which is good. I'll take that. But now the question remains, do we sit here and sort through all those so I can get that project finally done and see maybe if we can complete a second book or 2? I think the answer is yes. I won't bore you guys with the sort, but I'm going to run through those, get them in the tubes, and I'll be keeping an eye out for any San Francisco mints as well as the ones we need. And of course, if I have any really nice ones that might upgrade one of the albums, I'll pull it aside as well. Let me go ahead and do that, and when I'm done, I'll go ahead and lay out all the dimes here, and we'll see if we have any upgrades or additions for the books. 1 hour later. Well, we're done. That took some time, but now I have all my dimes sorted by year. All the 63s are in here. Would have took 3 rolls, and all the 64s in here would have took like 12 rolls, and I would have ran out of room in my silver dime box. So I got it all set up like this for now. That makes it easy. Obviously, several mints are in every one of those rolls, but it keeps it at least by the year that they were minted. All of that work was actually worth it. Now, we didn't make any progress on the first book other than finding a really nice 1947 that I plugged in there. So we got an upgrade for the first book, but it was already complete, and I didn't expect to do much in that one. For the second book, we were missing 5 dimes when I started the box search, and now we're only missing 1. So we're able to slot 4 more dimes in that book. Just the 1949S is all we're missing, and I'll take it. Definitely made good progress on the second book of the hunt. And then for the last book, you'll recall it was missing 9 dimes, and now we're only missing 3. So we're able to fill 6 spots in here. We still need a 55 Philly. Of course, the 49S, that book 2 is missing, and couldn't find a 46S. But only missing 3 dimes in here from 9. I'll take 6 editions all day. I guess I'll wrap it up by saying that was a lot of fun. Took a lot of work. We almost have 3 complete Roosevelt Dime albums from just what I had as overstock, plus that $50 face value junk silver purchase I did. And of course, for those wondering, these are secondary books. I already have a complete Roosevelt Dime book, and I did compare the best of these finds to that book, none of which could be upgraded, of course. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this dime hunt and fill episode. I know I did. Obviously, I'll be looking for those last few dimes in future junk silver purchases, or just whenever I can get a silver dime in my dime hunts. And if we could fill up another book or 2 along the way, that'd be cool as well. If you guys did enjoy it, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.